Chicago rapper G Herbo is raising an over-emotional gangbanger for his son. And he's getting a lot of crap for it. But I'm here to tell you guys that Herb is doing it for a reason. Deep down inside, G Herbo knows that as soon as the FBI is done with Lil Durk, they're going straight to Baby, Herb, No Limit, and they're going to take him off the streets. Now, when they take these gangbangers off the streets, they're going to leave their children to be bastards. And similar to what happened in my neighborhood when they got all of our OGs off the streets and left us to be bastards, we started to get picked on by the older people in the neighborhood. And we never understood why. I literally just found out why a couple years ago. And that's because of what we were doing in the streets. I mean, my family anyway. You get what I'm saying? Like my uncles, my aunties, my mama, my dad, all that stuff they were doing in the streets. So when we got of age, we didn't know. But see, the people in the neighborhoods knew. So we were targeted. And Herb know that as soon as he get locked up, Bibby know as soon as he get locked up, they nephews and their children will be targeted. Not by adults, you guys, but by street kids. I mean, real life street kids. If you guys did not see my last video, Lil Queso was like 17 years old. And he told us flat out, he said, listen, when I was 12 years old, I shot my first gun. So, you know what I'm saying? You got kids in the trenches shooting pipes at 9, 10 years old. Herb understands this. Bibby understands this. And I know a lot of you all may think that Bibby and Herb are too rich to go broke because they independent. But I'm here to tell you guys that that's not true. Just go look at Tekashi 6ix9ine interview. A lot of these individuals that's going around saying they independent rappers and they own all of their distribution and they own their masters, they're lying. And the record label allows them to lie to you because they know if they portray themselves as an independent artist, they will have more record sales. So we need to get this facade out of our head that Herb is independent. Herb ain't independent, all right? And we need to get this facade out of our head that Bibby owns this great label called Grade A Productions. He owns the record label, you all, but he's partnering with very, very rich private investors, okay? He's just the face of that. So they understand that money ain't gonna last forever, especially if you're doing life in prison. So they gotta train their children how to survive. But unfortunately for them kids, bro, because I'm seeing how your Sean going around acting like he like a tough thug, and that's because Herb raising him like that. It sounds good now, but them kids ain't been tested. Them kids ain't been tried, and them kids ain't been in the gutter. You get what I'm saying? You got real life trench babies, real life gutter kids, 7, 8, 9 years old, already got little 22s. You know what I'm saying? So Herb in particular, you know what I'm saying? Because like, I don't knock White Sean for trying to teach his son. I don't knock White Sean for sending his son to the shooting range. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like what you're supposed to do. You want your son to know how to shoot guns, right? But what's unfortunate for, you know what I'm saying, for Herb's son, Sean, is like Herb really teaching him how to be a gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? Like Herb showing him to drop rakes, he's shaking up, he doing all the fun stuff with his son. He doing everything but showing his son how to spin blocks, showing his son how to slide, like showing his son what really happens behind closed doors. Not what really happens on social media to chase internet clout. So Herb is giving his son all the glory, all the good things about all this street stuff. He ain't telling his son about all them nights where he cried, he couldn't live life, and he couldn't even make no damn rap songs because all that PTSD he was having. He ain't do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's because he's traumatizing his son. Now, before I get up out of here, you all, I'm gonna tell you guys something. It's an African proverb, all right? It is, believe it or not, it's an African proverb. And the proverb goes that it is the duty of the parents to traumatize their children. If you think, listen, if you all think I'm making this up, just look it up. When I read that, I'm like, wait, what? They go, yeah, it's the duty of the parents to traumatize their children. So maybe Herb knows something we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Herb knows something we don't know. But I made this video to let you guys know that Herb is raising his son to be an over-emotional, feminine gangbanger, and I think it's crazy because with all that money Herb got, Herb should be raising a young Republican. Herb should be raising a doctor, a dentist, a lawyer, or an astronaut. But I remember KTS Royal telling me something because I remember it was a time where every time I drop No Limit videos, y'all, I'm not stupid, my channel go down. Just like Chicago Scene 88, they took his channel because he made No Limit videos. So I was talking to Royal, and Royal flat out told me, he go, man, yeah, I know they millionaires, but they still got a broke nigga mentality. So it's unfortunate that Herb still got a broke nigga mentality because all the resources that he has, man, his son should not be gangbanging. His son should be somewhere in a suit and a tie trying to change some laws. But when you got a broke nigga mentality, you can't think like that. Which leads me to believe, Broham, before I get up out of here, I'm starting to believe, like, you know, the record label give people money that they know. Let me put it to you like this. The record label will only invest money in you if they think that they're going to get 110% return. You get what I'm saying? Like, the record label gave Herb all that money knowing damn well Herb will eventually have to pay them that money back, whether it be legal fees or whatever. The record label gave BB that money knowing damn well he was going to have to pay all that money back. You get what I'm saying? So, like, they give certain individuals money because they know that they don't know what to do with it. Remember when Birdman, they gave Birdman a crazy ass independent contract, and I remember Birdman said this. He said they gave me that money because they thought I was gonna blow it. Birdman didn't blow that money though. Birdman stacked that money, he saved that money, and he built one of the biggest record labels in hip hop history. You get what I'm saying? But Birdman is the exception of the rule. So, you know what I'm saying? I got a feeling they give these rappers money like this because they know it's going to come right back to them, y'all. But listen, y'all, I made this video to let you guys know that Herb is raising an over-emotional, feminine gangbanger. And in 2026, you guys, we got to start calling it for how we see it because enough is enough. We cannot have young men thinking that the life of a YN is what it's supposed to be. Like every time I watch these hood vlogs, you guys, and every time I like do these reaction videos, I just see a bunch of closeted bisexual men angry that they can't come out the closet, so they go around arguing with each other and shooting each other all day. If they were just happy and comfortable with their life and comfortable telling people that they like men and women, I guarantee you this violence will go down, bro. I guarantee you it will. But until people get comfortable with their sexualities and until they get comfortable, like really coming to grips with a lot of trauma that they had in their households, a lot of this stuff will forever continue to happen in the city of Chicago, you all. So, you know what I'm saying? I can't pray for Lil Yoshan because, you know, Herb is raising Yoshan to be an enemy of me. And God said, don't pray for your enemies. So as much as I want to pray for that young man, I can't pray for him. But what I will say is this. We as men need to learn from the mistakes of our parents. And we need to stop raising these real niggas and these thugs. One thing I can say about my father, though, I ain't gonna lie, my father raised a Black Panther. One thing I can say about my dad raised a militant Panther. My dad did not raise no doggone gangbanger. I was in Murder Town every freaking weekend, and my pops kept a close eye on me to make sure I wasn't gangbanging. He made sure of that. And that's probably because he kind of messed up on his oldest son. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm an exception to the rule, bro. A lot of my friends, their parents encourage them to do this gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's the culture, but this culture, you guys, is the reason why I keep having to make blogs on dead children. All right, so maybe, hopefully, this the only thing that you can hope for Yoshan life, dog. Hopefully Yoshan get older and realize that the life that his father living is not a good life, and he decides to do the opposite. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way his life gonna be of any value, because Herb is miserable. Like it's obvious that Herb is miserable, you all. I can look in his eyes and tell that man miserable. And it's unfortunate that he wants to raise a miserable son as well, you all, because the streets is misery. the streets is suffering and the streets is pain. It is what it is, y'all. So I didn't think this video was gonna be this long, but it is what it is, man. Like, you know, if Herb want to keep raising a gangbanger, you know what I'm saying, keep raising a gangbanger. Maybe Herb wants company in federal prison. So, you know what I'm saying, maybe when your Sean get about 18, 19, 25, he'll commit a murder for hire, and then maybe him and Herb would be in the same federal prison together, and you know what I'm saying, he can have a celly or something. That's the only logical reason to sit there and raise a gangbanger for a child. That's it, y'all. That's all I want to tell y'all. I'm out.